Yeah, absolutely. So I am a developmental psychologist by training. I'm fascinated by young people, and I really kind of fell into psychology. I actually didn't major in psychology until the end of my sophomore year. I tried on different majors. I thought I wanted to do what my parents wanted me to do, which was become a lawyer. And I realized that was not a good fit for me. And I became very rudderless and adrift and trying to figure out, well, what am I even doing in college? And then that led to larger existential questions. Well, what am I doing, period? What am I doing with this life? And so I really struggled at discernment, and I was fortunate enough to have a professor who saw something in me that I didn't see myself. She saw a propensity and inclination towards psychological research. And so she and I started working together after she offered me an internship with her, and I became her lab assistant. I started running her research lab when I was an undergrad at Miami of Ohio, and I fell in love with that. And I figured, okay, I love this. I'm endlessly fascinated, but I don't know what to do with it. Oh. And I think that's something that a lot of folks struggle with is they have a passion and they're starting to gain their skills and propensities, but they don't know how to use them. Like what pathway, what job, what road should I travel down? And so in the process of wayfinding, I ended up in graduate school, and the graduate program I was in, I actually applied to go to that program because I read a book by a faculty person who taught it, and I was just so taken by her writing and ended up working with her. Her name is Sunia Luthar. She was at Teachers College of Columbia, University of New York. And then there I felt another inflection point. I didn't want to be a clinician.
Yeah.
I didn't think that's where my skills and gifts were, but I still was fascinated by psychology. And I ended up applying to Boston College and working underneath some amazing faculty there. Most of my research was focused on things that went wrong in development, though. The anxiety, the stress, the depression that young people often encounter. Yeah. And so I was so fascinated with those, but starting to become less and less satisfied with the quest for knowledge and research focused on maladjustment and all the things that go wrong. And while I was becoming less satisfied, I also intellectually knew that that was just not the whole story of young people.
Yeah.
And so I started doing research with a faculty person who was really interested in what contributes to positive growth. Rather than talking about young people as in danger or dangerous, what are the characteristics that help them contribute to others? And so we started doing research, and what we found in a study of adolescent girls, and again, adolescent girls are going through a lot. Yeah. What we found in that study was there was this like secret ingredient that helped them resist the pressures that teenagers often experience, that helped them cope with the demands and pressures of their parents and the external quest for success. And it was having a sense of purpose. That when they knew their why, when they were tapped into their values, their strengths, their gifts, that they could withstand any pressures or adversity that came their way, but also contribute to others. And so for me, that's where a light bulb went off, is that this was my purpose, to do this work, to generate scholarship that helps us better understand not the problems of young people, but their potential.
Wow.
And so I started pursuing this scholarship when I came to Wingate University and have been building a program of research with my colleagues at Boston College, where we try to figure out how do we create these opportunities for young people to meaningfully pause and reflect and really discern who they are, what they're meant to do, and then create pathways for them to express that purposeful aspiration. And so I get to do that in a lot of different ways now with my new role as Associate Vice Provost. But I will say my background in developmental psychology has helped me really understand that purpose is a journey, that it's unfolding, that we think about it as this destination that we will one day arrive at. But really it's an orientation that guides us through life.
Wow.